Hey everybody, it's Jared at Big Pine Sports. I'm here with Officer Watson. We are discussing the topics that you guys ask us all the time. Guess what our number one question is? Do my kids need to wear a helmet, and do I need to wear a helmet? So let's talk a little bit about that. Helmet use on ATVs and side-by-sides, and are they different, and what are the ages?
They are different. So in the state of Utah, you're required to put a helmet on if you're under the age of 18, if you're on an ATV, period. If they're on the ATV, they need a DOT approved helmet. In a side-by-side, think of it like a Jeep. So if you're in a side-by-side, the law does not require you to put a helmet on somebody that's in a seatbelt, just like in a Jeep. Now, that's the statutes according to the state of Utah, and the Forest Service doesn't create statutes that are different from the state. But the issues that you'll run into is the law of physics still apply when you're out there.
Sure.
These machines, if you read through the little owner's manual, it tells you they want you to wear a helmet. A lot of these roll cages are not designed for high-speed rollovers. We do still see serious head injuries in side-by-sides, even with little kids. I think, personally, I don't own one, my dad owns one, but when my kids go riding with them, we just have them put the bike helmets on in a side-by-side, just to protect their heads against the cage and stuff. It's just a little more protection. With the Forest Service, we, as employees, we are required to wear a helmet even in a side-by-side, just because it's safer. And we do see head injuries in side-by-sides with adults. Just because you're over 18 doesn't mean you're not gonna get hurt.
Right.
And same with ATVs, you're not required to wear them as an adult, but the best way to get your kids to wear a helmet on an ATV is to put a helmet on yourself.
Right.
Then there's no question about it.
It's a lot cheaper to buy a helmet than it is to A, get a ticket, or B, end up in the hospital with huge medical bills.
Yeah.
People come in all the time and we try to tell them, if kids are under 18, they need to wear a helmet, and they think we're just trying to sell them a helmet. But in reality, if you're on one of these guys right here, an ATV, you need to wear a helmet under 18. So what about, one of the big questions with helmets is, if my ATV or my side-by-side is street legal, do the same helmet laws apply, or are they different?
They're the same. They're the same with ATVs and side-by-sides on the street that have the plate. You still need to have that protection for kids under the age of 18. They still need to be in seatbelts, that kind of stuff.
What about car seats in side-by-sides?
I think if you're going to put your kid in a side-by-side that needs to be in a car seat in a car, you probably should figure out how to put the car seat in the side-by-side.
What about a helmet on an infant?
It's not required on a side-by-side. It would be required on an ATV. I've had a lot of people say, well, it'll hurt their neck if they get in a crash. Well, at that point, you probably need to reconsider whether it's worth driving with them that young. Maybe you don't take them out. Maybe you just do little rides around the yard or something, I don't know.
Right.
But really think about, again, the statutes are there to protect you, but the laws of physics still apply.
Right.
I mean, a crash is a crash, and it's not gonna be good. That $200 helmet, that's the high end for most helmets. It's really worth it.
So if somebody is out on an ATV and they're under 18, what does a ticket cost for a no helmet?
It really depends on where you're at. It's not too expensive through the state. Where I'm deputized in Sanpete County, if I deal with a helmet violation, I'm going to deal with it through the state statute because it's less money. I think it's less than $50. I'm not quite sure. The courts usually take care of that.
Sure.
But with the Forest Service, it's $130 for the violation.
Wow.
Again, it's kind of a state thing. We try to deal with that through the state. But it can be expensive, but really I'm hoping people's motivation is more along the lines of I want to protect my kid, because we do see accidents. We have had fatalities here in Sanpete.
Right.
In the last couple of years, we've had quite a few accidents that resulted in fatalities and involved all different age groups.
Okay, so in a nutshell, you guys obviously use common sense, be smart while you're out there, recreate responsibly, and we're going to be back with some more segments. We appreciate you talking about the helmets. The law is there to protect you guys as well as your family. So again, be smart, be wise, be safe while you're out there. More to come.